Here's the uncomfortable truth no one tells you when you say you don't know what to do with your life. You're likely not just confused. You're overwhelmed with a dash of conflict on how to meet expectations. And there's a difference between that. You're probably carrying this pressure that there's one perfect path and you're terrified of choosing the wrong one. Which makes sense. Look at school, that's what we learn. Get good grades, get a good job, and then you're sorted. That was the right path and the only path to take. And so now, when we enter the world, we're stuck because we don't know what the right path is. Think about the last time you went to a restaurant with a massive menu. You open it and you feel overwhelmed by all the decisions because you feel like you might be missing out if you pick something. And that's the problem with life choices. There's too many options, too much noise, and zero clarity. And here's where it gets interesting. Most women who come to me saying that they're lost aren't actually lost. They've just been trained to always pick the safest option, the option that others around them think they should pick, like the sensible job, the stable path, the thing that looks good on paper. And the problem is, sometimes this comes from our loved ones who do have our best interests in mind. So it makes it hard to figure out what we actually want. Because let's say your parents, they want something safe for you, for things not to go wrong. So in their minds, it's clear the right answer is get a stable job where you have a stable income. And that's just what people do. But the problem is this then completely ignores what you want out of life, what your dreams and passions are. But then the real problem isn't not knowing, it's that you've never been given the space to want something without feeling guilty, without feeling dramatic or selfish or unrealistic, to the point that you've probably buried it and you don't even realize. If you really look at your life, there are patterns. What are you drawn to? What drains you? You're just not trusting them yet. What if you stopped waiting for the bolt of lightning and started with the tiny things you already know about yourself? Most people wait for clarity before they take action, but clarity comes from action. You don't magically figure out your direction sitting on the sofa, overthinking, scrolling endlessly, waiting for someone else to say the right thing. You figure it out by trying small things, failing, adjusting, and trying again. If you're in this space where your job feels fine but wrong, your life looks good but flat, and you keep thinking, surely this can't be it, that is your sign. Not confusion, it's just a little nudge. Your life doesn't need a 5-year plan. It needs one experiment, one step, one honest moment where you admit what you actually want.